Now then, so before I get into the video, I am currently aiming to get to 1,000 subs. I'm really close now. Really appreciate all your support. When I do get there, we're going to do some giveaways, do some special streams, all that kind of fun stuff. So if you could subscribe, it would be much appreciated. It really helps me out. And you can also win yourself something and get involved in all that kind of stuff. So, works out for both of us. Now, for this deck, it's Syndicate, but bear with me. We're playing a bit of Collusion. Now, if you've watched my videos for a bit, you know that I think Collusion is probably one of my favourite cards in the game. I think it's criminally underrated, and I think it's just very good because of its flexibility in that in matchups where you really need that value and you can afford to get greedy with it. There's a huge amount of points potential. One of the highest sort of points to provisions, points per provision, even can get my words out. Points per provision you can get from a card that isn't like a engine that needs to stick for 10 after 10 after 10. It's a card that, once you've got things set up that are already doing their own thing, you play it Jox is improving your collusion, but it's strong enough in its own merit. So it's not like you're playing weaker cards to allow it to work. You're playing already good cards, and then it's a nice like little finisher on top. And yeah, I mean it's literally one of my favourite cards for a reason. It's super fun to play, and I don't know what more there is to say. What we're really looking to do is do typical Syndicate things where we can just win the round pretty easily in round one, or at least fight for the round. We've got poison for a bit of removal, and then going into round three, we're looking to set up the combo in effect, and everything's kind of built around that. Fairco's a crown splitter, which will tutor out Collusion. Our leader can give us the Tide Clerk, and that basically means that the turn that we play Collusion, we can play 2 out of the 5 gang tags just straight away with it. So we only really need to set up a Fire Sworn, a Blind Eyes, and a Cups. So all we need is, something like a Horson's Freak Show, or like Casino Bouncers, something like that. And Jox spawns 2 Fire Swans as well. So he generates 3 bodies. Pretty hard for all 3 of those to be removed, and you don't really care about the footmen usually, so they usually don't get removed. And then the blind eyes, something like a beggar or something like that. That's maybe the one that's the most questionable that you're gonna get out. You need to have a peaches or like a beggar or something set up. But yeah, that's kind of it. It's really really fun, and I highly advise you give it a try if you don't have the spirit for playing any jackpot this season. So we'll go into the games and I'll catch you. I've noticed, are people playing NR Witches again? Just because... What's that?
Vitamin D.
Cool. You know that was on video, right, man? You're just coming over and giving me drugs.
It's not really a drug.
Here's a vitamin. See, literal proof, video evidence that I am occasionally healthy. I stand by it. Right. This isn't looking too bad, actually. I don't think I want the beggar right now. Maybe draw a bloody good friends. Okay, I actually really like that. Because what this allows us to do is play this Peaches instead of that one. Always want to be playing to the left of the Sunset Wanderers if at all possible. This gets boiling oiled. We are very happy. Wait. Okay. Alright, first game. We allow it. We allow it. Okay, so after that start, let's see how we do against. I would assume it's probably like either like triple commandos or like commandos siege, or I don't know. I don't know. We'll I guess we'll figure it out, won't we? We will figure it out. I haven't got blue coin though. I weirdly prefer this on blue coin. Just because it's a little lot more flexible, I guess, for lack of a better word. Oh wait, coins could get a little bit awkward in this round. I kind of like having the bloody good friends. We haven't got any engines. Maybe drop the professor. I don't like it, but I think okay. Inning's not bad. Siggy's kind of weird as well in this. If you've been playing Jackpot, he plays like completely differently. We're kind of just playing him to get up to that 9 coins. We're not playing him for like, you know, chaining with Caesar Bills and to stick as a unit or anything like that. We're just kind of chilling with it. Now I wish I had Professor. Now I wish I hadn't thrown Professor, because this, I would just snap off a Professor here. Unless they are actually dealing. I mean, even then, I probably would. Probably just would snap off a Professor here. What's the next one? But it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. I don't think we win this round. I think, in fairness, even with Professor, we probably don't win this round. Do need to keep in mind as well, if we do play both these beggars, that our last blind eyes are the peaches, so we probably need to hold on to one. But you know, this is okay. This is okay. We can just jam the 2 beggars. I've considered putting Caesar Bilzen back in, because he's a pretty good card. A little bit underrated, I think. God, if I had the Professor, we wouldn't be in this position. But oh well, we move. What I'm genuinely considering is just full dumping a spend from pretty good friends. Both tutors out in round 1 is pretty good actually. It can make later rounds a little bit awkward. But reinforcements, I would assume. Yeah. Yeah, I think what we'll actually do is, like I say, we'll just full dump these coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No point using the insanity. And then we'll just jam it out, get the thinning done. Next time we can play 8, spend if we need to. Use a leader if we really need to. I'd rather not, but I mean, that's kind of fine. That's kind of fine.
Longships are overrated.
I actually quite like using a leader here. Keeps us very nicely ahead. Just ahead by 1, you know, we can... I didn't think we'd win this round. But okay. Guess on the fall test. So yeah, we're presenting them with that situation of, okay, we can keep going if you want, but I am going to kill that fault test next time. Or you play your Donomir, we purify Donomir, it's another turn. You do get another Commanders, but at the end of the day, we're going to try and push to win this round. Let's see what they decide to do. I think one of these is maybe Pavetta. Just with how they've been playing it, they kind of held the fall test a little bit. I think yeah, this is definitely the Siege variant. I think we're getting down to, you know, the point where like Siege Pavetta or what the name is one of these. So this is a 9, and then we get an 8. Yeah, this is more than enough. More than enough. Didn't even need to count. Wanderers does come out early. It's not ideal, but We take those, we're still ahead on even. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. Alright. I was saying, I was getting a feeling we were getting down to those sort of cards that they just could not afford to spend. You know, we're talking Siege, Pavetta, Ireland, something like that. Right, so Berko's good. I mean, all of this is really good. Maybe Kurt goes. So we're gonna play this. Because I think what they'll probably want to do is just play Pavetta here. What this lets us do is if they play the Pavetta, we get to do our thinning, and they also have to play something else. It just stops them basically having their ideal situation of they just play the Pavetta and pass. And they're going a card down, but AA Pavetta. That's kind of what I'm talking about. That's even better than I expected. I thought they had Pavetta in hand. It must have been like, what, like Siege, Ireland, Rush or something? I'm not too sure. Not too sure what the third card was. Maybe something that didn't get in my head. Cool. So that's pretty good. The AA out is pretty nice to say the least. Pretty nice to say the least. They didn't use their Rhaenyra. Instead, they chose to use AA, which sends alarm bells ringing a little bit. Right, so let's do a count. We got 2 cut-ups. We have a blind eyes. We've got the crown splitters. We've got a fire swarm. We don't have a second poison, so I think we just chip this away. Yeah, like this is just better than Fizztech, and this is why I kind of like this amount of thinning. Like we're literally down to 5 cards. Vivaldi's Bank, provided we have literally 2 coins, lets us see everything. Kind of good. Kind of good. Just going straight for it, are we? I'm happy enough to just Professor that. Get rid of that, get us 4 coins. We're actually online for our Horde cards. Obviously, it's not a tag for Collusion, so it doesn't help on that regard, but I mean, it sets us up for Freak Show to kill some stuff. All those kind of things. Pretty good. Pretty good. So what we could do here, we can Vivaldi's Bank if we want to. We can just go Jocks. I think what we want to do is get a bit of coin generation going so we can slam Freak Show next turn and kill off a load of siege engines. So the question is it Sol for more points? Or is it Kurt for the bounty? Gives us another 4 points of damage. We can probably clear away most of the siege engines. Sol will be getting us 2 points of 10. I think I actually prefer the Kurt. I think I do actually prefer the Kurt. Because next turn I think is going to be the turn where we have to Freak Show. As I expect, they probably play a siege engine. We're going to have to clean it up. And then the bombardment from it really isn't that big of a threat. But yeah, perfect. We can clear all of this off. Make sure we do this right. So I mean, it doesn't really matter actually. What order we do it in. We get to kill everything here. Yeah, that was definitely the right choice. Definitely the right choice. Because if we'd have gone for, what's his name? Gone for Sol, then that just doesn't happen. Quite simply, that just doesn't happen. So yeah, let's get to that. get to that point. Obviously this Peaches is incredibly sad, but I mean, we don't care too much. Looks like we're probably just going to get a full value collusion off. So I can deal with not getting 1 point a turn off this. And we almost certainly just greed it out. We'll just play Peaches. As what I expect is they have what, like a rush or I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. We can do it next turn as well, which is really nice. Allows us to then benefit from the coins, you know, use Freak Show, something like that. Or we just let the odd tick and pray that this sticks. We can see, we can see. But Rush probably kills this anyway, I would imagine. Yeah, so we'll play Bloody Good Friends instead. A lot of points. It's a lot of points.
Only one of us will still stand by the end of the day.
One thing I do like about Collusion is like nobody expects it. I don't think you're really looking at this board and being like, ah, Collusion's coming, man, Collusion's coming. Cool. Alright, so.
I only use corpses, except sometimes they're quite fresh.
And here we go. Don't even need to spend. Don't even need to spend, don't need to play the last card. Beautiful. Beautiful. Couldn't ask for better. A true rarity on ladder now. Araka's Swarm. Araka's Swarm, man. Been long. Been long. Right, we get like 0 value from poisons here. So probably let. Okay, they were relatively self-explanatory mulligans, I think. Since we kinda didn't hit anything. I'm never 100% sure how I feel about this. We're like, new Tiger's Eye for like 5 coins means that you can do this and you still have Horde 4. But I'm never quite sure whether I want the extra coin or not. Hideous Feast. That's a card. That is a card. So I want to get down the Peaches. Quite simply. God, imagine if this wasn't just bleeding. This would be so good. If this was just deal 1 damage. I'm asking for a little much for basically Freak Show. 2 provisions less. I mean, we can play the Beggar. It's not terrible. Not amazing either, but it's not terrible. What we may do as well, is just self-poison with the Trafficker. That's definitely a show of intent. But yeah, we over profit a bit, but that's the thing. Okay, this is a little different. This is a little bit different, isn't it? So we could Professor this, which obviously looks very scary to them. I think what we're going to do instead is we want to get out of this round basically. So we'll do that. So we're going to lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we're going to gain 2. So this is good. Megascope, okay, okay. I like that.
finish them, then I finish you.
Like this. We do also have Sunset Wanderers coming out next turn. Alright, so
Fear's already besmirched your breeches, I presume.
fair play to him, seeing right through this poison. No, you meant to fall for it. And we'll spend down to 4 just so we actually get this. We do want to draw poison. Okay, so they can't ignore this anymore. See what they choose to do. See what they choose to do. That's probably smart. Probably smart. They got our Wanderers out. It's not all bad. It's not all bad. As in, it's not all bad for them, by the way. It's obviously not good for us Wanderers coming out, but we move regardless. We move. Not too bad of a hand. So I mean, their Wanderers is coming. I think we still want the long round. We get ourselves in trouble if we play into this round, just because we don't really have any coin generation. I think that's the one thing we are lacking, in fairness, with this list. Ooga. God, I've not seen in a long while. Certainly not just played naturally, like not just like pulled by a penitent or whatever. Our boy Pooga. Pooga bum bum, you're right, Ron. You're right. So what we waiting on? Well, that's definitely some cards. So we'll put back the Collusion. I don't mind the poison. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. No, I think I do. Alright, put back Silver Raiders. Yeah, this ain't the one. This ain't the one. I put this back because I was like, okay, we can get Furker, just because like that is our crown splitter. There is Bloody Good Friends, but I mean, does that get answered? Probably. Yeah, we'll just get up to the 4. Get up to the 4. We can go Peaches. Start that ticking a bit. We can go Saul, get that ticking. Alright. I guess in fairness, going Bloody Good Friends wasn't terrible there, you know, to just like bleed them. But this looks like... Yeah, this kind of looks like a interesting little list, doesn't it? Because what we'll look to do is we'll probably chuck a Fizz Tech on that. Then we can poison and everything like that. But what this looks like, I really like the look of this list. Pretty interesting. So this raises a question. I guess our spender's coming from Pirate's Cove anyway, so maybe don't worry about it. I think that was maybe me getting a bit greedy as well. If I spent once, was what I was considering, but then I was like, but we turn off the Horde, don't we? My concern is poisoning too early. It just gets eaten. We can just go Saul. We can go Saul. Is there any reasonable way we get up to 9 coins? There isn't a reasonable way, so we accept. If this is dying, it's dying. It is what it is. Hideous Feast. Yeah, playing 2 Hideous Feasts. Fair. Fair enough, fair enough. As I say, I like this. I like the look of this list. I was gonna bounty that, but I mean, is there a point? Is there really a point? I guess we're just poison it away. It does. It does pull us. It does put us on 9 coins. There is actually a point to this. There is actually a point to this 1 coin. If they purify this or consume it, then we're like super sad. But cool.
My fist ex purist here is purist in all matters.
Just trust the trust. This is gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
You and me, we ain't done yet.
It's all coming together. It's all coming together. Alright. So yeah, we spent down to 5. That was our blind eyes, but I mean we get cut ups instead, so it's whatever. And of course fair because the lowest down one. Not even close. Not even close. I really like that list from them though. Really, really like that. Alright, as I say. Jamadan, man. As I say, I really like this list and I would highly recommend you give it a try. And as I say, I think it's been slept on. So let me know how you get on and I'll catch you in the next one.